A new interim chancellor is to come at UTC.
And UTC celebrating fall as temperatures finally begin to drop.
That and more. I'm Charles Kemp.
And I'm Carly Owens. And you're watching Mocs News. UTC has named the Dean of the Rollins College of Business as the interim chancellor for our university. Dooley will assume the role on January 1st when current chancellor Steve Engel steps down. Dooley is an alumnus of UTC where he learned both his undergraduate degree in religion and his MBA in finance. Dooley got his PhD in business administration from UT Knoxville. Dr. Dooley was appointed Dean of the UTC College of Business in 2011, and he was previously Associate Dean at the School of Business at Oklahoma State University. A national search for our next chancellor will begin next year.
Donald Trump returned to the White House on Wednesday for the first time in 4 years. President Biden welcomed Trump back to the White House and they spoke privately for over 2 hours. Details regarding the specifics of their discussion are slim, but Biden publicly stressed the importance of a straightforward transition of power. Trump has announced several of his upcoming cabinet members. That includes selection of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services.
3 hotel workers are charged with the death of One Direction star Liam Payne. Argentina police have concluded Payne's death is not a suicide. Liam was unconscious when he fell to his death, and Payne's funeral was held a few days ago.
UTC honored the service of veterans this week on our campus. Here's a look back.
My time serving our country, making sacrifices by being away from family, living in somewhat less than desirable locations and facilities, and earning a salary well below many of my contemporaries were making, has served me well throughout my professional career. My service has provided me with opportunities and experiences many who have not served cannot comprehend or imagine. I would not change a thing. So in closing, I want to leave you with 3 thoughts. First, I want you to reflect on the lessons, skills that you have learned as a result of your service. You can bring to the table many valuable assets our country's companies and organizations need to be successful. Second, I ask you to help other veterans and help other civilians who have not served to understand these skills, to promote those skills, to let them show how they can add to the organization. And finally, I want to thank you for your service and thank you for allowing me to serve. Thank you very much.
Veteran Military Affairs held a flavorful tribute to Veterans Day. They had food trucks parked on Oak Street and offered different kinds of cuisine to students and veterans. Veterans could get free vouchers to redeem at any of the trucks, and the event celebrated Veterans Day as a way to give back to the community.
We had lots of rain here in the Tennessee Valley, plus cooler temperatures.
What's next? Here's Mallory Crocker with the answer.
Grab your vintage vinyl and dust off that rotary phone because we're staying in the 60s this week, at least when it comes to temperature. Friday, starting with a high of 61 and a low of 47. Cool but manageable. Definitely jacket weather, especially as it cools down tonight. Saturday, a bit warmer with a high of 64 and a low of 45. Sunday and Monday, we're steady at 66 for the high with lows around 44 and 47. Tuesday and Wednesday, temps hit 67 with lows in the low 50. So a brief break from the cold as we inch towards the final stretch of the semester. We even get to see some rain chances, 40% Tuesday and 35% Wednesday. Thursday, just when you think you can breathe, temps dip back down to a high of 51 with a low of 41. So keep those layers on standby and maybe grab some extra coffee. It looks like we're in for a week of classic up and downs, both in the forecast and on the calendar. Good luck out there, Mocs.
Good news for our Mocs in football and basketball.
Here's Amani with the details.
Thanks, guys. Mocs running back Justice Durant ran for 103 yards with 2 touchdowns as Chattanooga breezed past the Citadel 31-7 on Saturday. Mocs quarterback Luke Schomburg threw 2 touchdown passes for Chattanooga, both in the second quarter as the Mocs took a 14-0 lead into halftime. After Cooper Wallace's 50-yard touchdown run got the Bulldogs on the board, Chattanooga wrapped up the scoring with a field goal by Jude Kelly and Durant's 2 touchdown runs. The Mocs play Sanford at Finley Stadium this Saturday. On to men's basketball, where the men got their first victory. Bash Wheelan had 26 points in Chattanooga's 76-62 victory against Morehead State. Wheelan also added 5 rebounds and 3 steals for the Mocs. Honor Huff scored 13 points, including 2 from three-point range. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has decided on surgery for his torn hamstring that ends the season for the franchise quarterback when their playoff hopes were already fading fast. This decision comes a little more than a week after Prescott injured the hamstring in a 27-21 loss at Atlanta. He was on the sideline for Dallas' 4th consecutive loss, 34-6 at home to Philadelphia on Sunday.
Who doesn't like s'mores? Mocs got to enjoy that and more at our fall festival. The event was held at Chamberlain Field with perfect conditions. Some good eats like corn dogs and other goodies were offered as well. And you could get a free sweatshirt or a ball cap in vintage style. Plus, pose for a vintage Polaroid snap. But the finish was a s'more over the Power C fire pit. Not bad, Mocs. Not bad at all.
That's this edition of Mocs News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep up with us on our Instagram page.
We are also on X, YouTube, and Facebook. Have a great weekend.